Hello, my Land Cruiser lovers. This is your buddy Joon. Hopefully the camera angle will be okay, at least a little bit better. I tried to do some of the work beforehand, but we're going to focus on the EVAP system, which stands for Evaporative Emissions Control System. It's on section 623 in the Haynes repair manual. I definitely recommend picking that up. It's this tank right here, and you have two hoses. You have to the tank and a purge line. So basically this is for emissions of some sort, but it can also cause sluggish running of the motor, and I can't really go into details of exactly what it is, but I thought I would change it out. So the route that people have gone, though, is they have not purchased the actual Toyota charcoal canister, this is what that is. People have ended up buying a Duralast VC120, which I believe goes on to, it's either a GMC or a Chevy truck. But it's similar, so it's obviously not an original part. But apparently it does the job, and it's $50 compared to $230. So I thought I'd give it a shot, and might as well do what we do. And I guess that's fix on cruisers ourselves, right? Because we either don't want to pay someone to do it, or we just like working on it. So what I've noticed already, taking this apart, is you'll need a smaller socket wrench. This one's 10 millimeters. You'll have a bolt right up on top, and you'll have another bolt right down here at the bottom, and it's kind of this band that takes care of it. And then I have these clamps that I've already changed out previously when I changed out these hoses. So I'm going to go ahead and take off the hoses. And remember, there are two lines. This one is already on the Toyota original, says this is the tank, so that's the one facing the driver's side, and then your purge line is on the passenger side. So this is the same on the Duralast, and so that's pretty simple, but the circumference of the aftermarket, or I should say Duralast canister, is slightly larger, so I have to do some modifying to this clamp. And unfortunately it's kind of lame having to use zip ties, but that's what I'm going to do for now. I will probably buy longer bolts just to get myself through these holes. So anyway, how have you guys been doing during the virus? Hopefully everyone's being safe and doing okay. They definitely have surpassed the 2 weeks, huh? That's what I'd say. Kind of ridiculous from where I stand. I know a lot of people aren't working, and a lot of people aren't in their usual routine, and kids got out of school, and life's just been kind of hectic. So my heart goes out to you guys, and I know it's not been easy. So as they say, we are in this together, and hopefully we'll start to see a turnaround. You'll also need some pliers. These are just simply on there. It's not too difficult there. I like to be gentile with my hoses. So again, that's the tank line. This is the purge line. Ooh, and oh, they smell the gases. The gases coming out of the tankies. And there's also, so apparently this is the just the remaining. There's a hose right here that actually just gets dumped out to the side at the bottom. It's not connected to anything. And on this canister, it looks like it has, I'm sure it's some type of valve that just allows air in and out. I don't know exactly how these things work, but I know there's charcoal in it, so that's kind of cool. So that's hose. It's basically the same idea, I think, from what I was reading on I Hate Mud. And so there is no hose. So we'll go ahead and delete that. I might even use that hose on something else. I like to reuse what I can. Anyways, so I haven't really been able to make videos. I have been quite busy, school and whatnot, and taking care of the puppies I got, and my wife, and you know, just the things of life. So I haven't been able to get to do much car work, or if I haven't been able to make videos. So I did change my radiator recently. I had a leak, a crack at the top of the, this is going to be a little difficult to get to, by the way. So I've noticed that I just get a couple clicks. But I changed my radiator because I had some fluid leaking out and a crack at the top portion underneath the fan shroud. Unfortunately, I wish I would have known that before I, you know, changed all the hoses and everything, because I had to get rid of all of the fluids and redo it, and I already did that like less than 6 months ago. So I went with a Denso radiator, and that cost me about $250, and the fluid cost me another like $60. I bought red. I was looking, what brand was it? I think it's just what brand? Yeah, Valvoline. So it's Valvoline. I bought Valvoline red fluid for import cars. So seems to have worked out well. Still running. Let's see what else we got attached here. Nothing. That's it. A little poly. And like I said, I'm changing this because I've noticed I'm running a little rich with my gas, or my exhaust. I can smell a lot of fumes, so I was kind of curious if this is part of it. No, this is a Denso product. Anyway, that Denso product radiator, it's actually made in Thailand, so I'm not sure how it's going to last or withhold, but that was the original I pulled out, and that was Toyota Denso, but I don't know if all Denso products are made in Japan anymore. So, like this one, this is a Denso canister, and it's made in Japan. So this is our old one. Remove that. Well, this is okay. It doesn't look like it was crazy used. It's definitely smells some fuel. And so this canister, like I said, is larger, so I'm going to go ahead and take off this nut. Well, I actually have more access to it now. Probably be easier to get to this if you removed your battery and took out the battery holder, and you'll have way more access to these nuts and bolts. So, you know, maybe next time I will do that. It feels good to be working on the car again, to be honest. Ended up moving again, so got a great place out here in the middle of America. I don't know, how have you guys been? Any cool stuff on your cruisers, or things you're working on or learning? I don't know, I don't really know how to. Maybe I don't have to talk at all. You guys are trying to learn what to do. But in all reality, this job isn't too intensive. I just thought I'd give the highlights of another product you can use outside of using a Toyota original part. And so I'm just going to replace this, put my hoses back on, and maybe I'll give you a follow-up on how it's all been going. So that's all I got for you guys. Good to see you. Well, not really see you, but I guess talk at you through a video. Anyway, safety first. Talk to you soon. And just so you all know, disclaimer, I am not a certified mechanic, and I cannot hold anyone responsible. And I can't be held responsible if you're working on your car and something goes bad. So just a disclaimer that I am not a certified mechanic. But I am a Land Cruiser Toyota enthusiast wanting to learn more. So take care, guys.